इंडिया प्राइड दिलीप वेंगसारकर, पहला कॉल किसको किया जब आपको पता चला कि मैं इंडिया के लिए खेल रहा हूँ?
मेरे घर पे फोन नहीं था तभी। मैं जब इंडिया के लिए खेला तभी there was no money in the game. We play for pride. Lala Amarnath was doing commentary that time. He was asked about me and he said he best like Colonel Naidu. तभी से वो कर्नल नाम चिपक गया।
The stint as a chairman of selection committee ended on a sour note. You had proposed the name of Virat Kohli over Badrinath.
I had seen him since under 16 days. He was very impressive. Virat is one of the few players who bats till India wins the match.
You had some issue with Malcolm Marshall. You were appealing continuously when he was not out, and then he hurled bouncers at you, gave you some 7-8 stitches also. You want Virat and Rohit.
They are match winners. I mean, they are big match players.
Do you think Virat should return to Test cricket?
Both of them, I would say. Why did they retire from Test match cricket? Because they are the integral part of Indian cricket.
Karsan Ghavri told me in an interview that they were told to go.
I had pork ribs on the eve of the match.
87 World Cup.
87 World Cup. Possibly it was tail. Then I started vomiting. I couldn't play the match and we lost the match.
When did you choose that, okay, now I want to retire?
I was the highest run getter for India in ODIs. And I was not picked even in one of the matches when they were losing all the matches. Azharuddin was the captain.
And Kuruvilla got run out. You were inconsolable.
I think that was the only moment in my life that I cried, to be honest with you. India almost won the series in Australia thanks to the Steve Buckner, who made some wrong decisions at the wrong time.
You were the one who put his hand on Dhoni.
My selection committee made him the captain of the team.
Were you hurt when Agarkar said that I don't need an opinion? Vengsarkar should have called me.
मैंने कभी नाइट क्लब देखा नहीं लाइफ में।
रवि शास्त्री का बहुत आता था।
Sharad Pawar was the one who backed women's cricket 200%. Oval Madan, I can't have girls cricket at all. We have tents. I mean, they can't, which is very unfortunate. I have told the government also to have changing rooms for girls and even toilet facilities also for them.
Yeah.
But nothing has happened so far.
Well, this should be the first job that
absolutely
Fadnavis should be doing.
I love watching Govinda films. He is the best Indian actor I've seen. जब मैं देखता हूँ कि some of the players they avoid playing for Mumbai and they want to play in the IPL only and for India only, I feel very sad. I feel very sad.
Who do you think was a better bowler, Imran Khan or Wasim Akram?
Great question.
The Vickey Lalwani show has a special guest today, India's pride, Dilip Vengsarkar, who was the most prolific scorer in 80s. Sir, you scored more runs than Vivian Richards, Sunil Gavaskar, Haynes, Greenidge, Gooch, Kawa.
Okay.
Tell me, how did this journey begin? Do you remember the day when you told your parents, I want to become a cricketer?
Well, those days they want the money in the game. So you don't make a career out of it as such. And my school, King George school that time, they produced as many as 10 test cricketers those days. And they used to stay in Shoei Park, Dadar Matunga area. And that was the only game which was played in that area. So I took up the game and we used to have by-lane tournaments, interlane tournaments. So that's how I started playing. And many of the players who played for my school, they used to play in Hindu Colony. So they saw me play and they recommended my name to our coach V.S. Patil. He's a guy, he's good. He's 8-9 years old. So you can pick him in the team. And I was too young that time. You know? So I was picked in the school team and I played my first game, I still remember, inter-school tournament at the age of 12. And I scored 10 runs. I batted at number 10. And I still remember how I scored those 10 runs. The one square cut and one flick over square leg umpire and one glance. So I remember those days. And then, of course, I became captain of my school team, both Guy Shield and Harry Shield. I played for Bombay schools. At that time, Indian schools was not there, so I could have played for Indian schools as well. I played for West Zone schools. Then, of course, I passed out of my school. I joined Podar College and I played for Bombay University. I played for Indian universities. I captained Indian universities. And that was the first time I played in the collegiate tournament. And in the history of Podar College, we won for the first time.
Wow.
That was 1973. And I was in college for almost 5 years because I missed exam because of the tours of West Indies and Australia. But I completed my BCom. And I missed out on almost 300-400 of matches because I was studying for the exams. And the last paper, I still remember, was in Khalsa College. And I gave my exams and I took the flight to Delhi to play in the Irani Cup tournament. Mumbai was playing against rest of India.
Those matches were very exciting.
Oh, absolutely.
Whenever Bombay played rest of India,
Ranji Trophy and Dulip Trophy and Irani Cup were the big events. And rest of India, I scored 94. I not held the bat for almost 3-4 months. And myself and Ashok Mankad had a long partnership and we won that match. So that's how was the initial thing, like, you know. And
mom dad को कब बोल दिया था कि मुझे क्रिकेटर बनना है?
ऐसा क्रिकेटर बनना ऐसा कभी हो भी नहीं सकता है, अभी भी नहीं हो सकता है. See, unless you have aptitude, unless you do well in school cricket, college cricket, and for your state, there is a process. You can't say मेरे क्रिकेट बनना है और मैं क्रिकेटर बनूंगा. ऐसे नहीं होता कि I can become lawyer, I can become doctor, I can become engineer. That you can do. क्रिकेट में वैसे नहीं होता है. Cricket में you have to be good. You have to be consistent and you have to do well in all the games, especially big matches. And then if you're selected for India, then you'll be consistent. And then you play for a long time. मैं जब इंडिया के लिए खेला तभी there was no money in the game. We play for pride. Of course, playing for India is the ultimate thing. But abhi bhi, for that matter, for me, playing for India is the ultimate thing. So we all looked to play test match cricket. I remember I played for the first time for Bombay. I was picked at the age of 18 for, and our team was star-studded team, like Ashok Mankad was captain, and then Sunil Gavaskar, Ramnath Parkar, Eknath Solkar, Karsan Ghavri, Abdul Ismail. I mean, all the big stars were there. Paddy Shivalkar. But I did very well in inter-varsity matches, inter-collegiate matches. So I thought I would play in the playing 11. But they asked me to do the scoring. And मुझे score book पकड़ा दिया. तुम scoring करो, because those days the guys who in the reserves they would do the scoring. तो मैंने पूरा एक साल scoring किया, पूरा एक साल. अशोक मंगल 200, गावस्कर 250, रामनाथ पार्कर 180.
आपको लगता होगा मेरा नाम कब आएगा?
नहीं, I was confident if I get an opportunity, I can do as good as them, if not better. वो confidence था मेरे में, because I was playing for Dadar Union, which was again star-studded team. Led by Varans Bey, who was my mentor. My coach V.S. Patil, he was still playing cricket that time. Sunil Gavaskar, Ramnath Parkar, they all were playing for the club. So I was playing at the age of 15, 16 for my club. So I was confident of doing well in all the matches, very, very good opportunity. So next year, when Bombay was playing in the Irani Cup in Nagpur, Eknath Solkar got injured on the eve of the match, and I was told that to stand by for the game, and I was told you might play tomorrow. And I played that match. Rest of India was led by Bishan Singh Beti, S. Prasanna, and Vishwanath, Kirmani, all the test players. So we got them all for 220 on a slow turning track. And when we batted, we were 69 for 3. Sunil was out, Ramnath Parkar and Sudhir Naik. So Ashok Mankad was still there, and I went into bat and I scored 100. Hitting 7 sixes in the bargain. And Lala Amarnath was doing commentary that time on All India Radio. He was asked about me and he said he bats like Colonel Naidu. तभी से वो कर्नल नाम चिपक गया
और टैग लग गया. पहला कॉल किसको किया जब आपको पता चला कि मैं इंडिया के लिए खेल रहा हूँ?
मेरे घर पे फोन नहीं था तभी.
अच्छा.
हाँ. So I applied for the phone after I scored 100. And so immediately I got from MTN and like I got the phone line. Those days there were no phones. It was a very rare thing to have phone, to have television.
आपकी अगर मैं पूछूं कि बैटिंग में तो बहुत थ्रिल है ऑब्वियसली, आपकी बेस्ट कैच आपको याद है? अगर मैं बोलूं एक पिक करो. You used to feel that second slip, if I'm not wrong, mostly.
See, there were quite a few catches, I would say, but the one, as you just asked me, I can think of 1979 Test match in Mumbai against Pakistan, Asif Iqbal's team. I took a catch in the second slip of Wasim Raja, of Karsan Gabi. That I thought was a very sharp catch, and I had to dive and take that catch. And in the evening, Patodi was there. So I met him in the party, and he said, "Dilip, this is one of the best catches I've seen in my life." So I think that must be a good catch.
Does a catch give you more thrill? Because when I have played cricket, I have also batted, I have also bowled. I haven't played at such high levels like you. The catch used to give me more thrill.
Absolutely. And we had some great fielders around that time. Eknath Solkar was one of them. He was simply outstanding. I mean, he would anticipate. And we took some sharp catches, which was so very important to win the matches. Because unless you convert those half chances into catches, then only you can win matches. ऐसे नहीं कि बॉल वहाँ पे गिरा है और बॉल उठा के दिया करके, नहीं, you have to dive for it, you have to go for it. Even half chances you have to convert if you are keen to win the match. And in cricket, you have to win the match at all cost.
We are coming to your academy's 4 centers now you have. But obviously, they tell us that how passionate and committed you have been to the game. I remember one game where your passion and commitment became starkly evident, and that was when you were batting with Kuruvilla. And you were on 98, if I'm not wrong. That was Bombay versus Haryana, the final of Ranji Trophy. And Bombay lost by 2 runs to Kapil Dev's Haryana. And Kuruvilla got run out. And you were inconsolable. You were crying on the pitch. Yeah. Do you often let your emotions out?
I think that was the only moment in my life that I cried, to be honest with you. And I felt so bad, so terrible about the whole thing, because to win the Ranji Trophy and for Mumbai is, for me, is everything. Mumbai team for me, or the association for that matter, is everything. I can give my right hand to them, honestly. Because we've learned everything in Mumbai, right from school cricket, college cricket, office cricket, club cricket for that matter. We learned everything in Mumbai. And Mumbai gave us a platform, which is so very important. And you can't forget that. And then when we came so close to winning, and we took great pride in winning the matches for Mumbai. Mumbai has got a fantastic record. And Mumbai is the only team in the world that has won the first class cricket championship for the maximum number of times. I think second one maybe New South Wales in Australia. Maybe. I don't know exactly. But Mumbai, we always thought that we are the champions. When we are born champions. I mean, we used to look down upon others like, ये लोग क्या खेलेंगे हमारे सामने, that sort of thing. So that attitude came only because of performances of our past cricketers.
मुझे याद है वो मैच के बाद एक columnist थी फरजाना वर्सी. She used to write for Midday. And she wrote that, it is very sissy for a man to cry. A man should not cry. And I responded back in the letters column, letters to the editor, जो पब्लिक लिख सकती थी उस ज़माने में. तो बहुत स्प्लैश होता था. आजकल तो हार्डली कुछ आता है. पब्लिक की आवाज़ है ही नहीं. I said, why can't a man cry? I remember supporting you on that because I had seen that match and I could sense what was happening.
Because it was so close yet so far. In the sense, we were chasing 365 runs. Now, it's something like 65 overs on the 5th day of the match. And on the 5th day lunchtime, we were 22 for 3. and only Sachin was there as a main player.
Yeah, I think he scored 96 in that.
He scored 96, and that's one of the best innings I have seen him play. One of the best innings. I wish he had stayed for another 5 overs. The match would have been over. So match came in our grasp after me and Kuruvilla had a good partnership in the end, And then I was batting something like I think 139 or 140. I don't remember now exactly. And just 2 runs to get and 1 over to go.
किसकी गलती थी रन आउट में, आपकी या गुरुविला की?
I had a runner that time, so he ran because it is absolutely senseless. Because 1 over to go, and I was on strike. There was no need to just run on the last of the penultimate over. But he ran, and then
that would have given him the strike, which was wrong.
It was wrong.
Did he come and say something like, sorry, whatever?
Kuruvilla, it was Kuruvilla's fault. The guy was running for me. It was his fault. And he should have thought about it.
Yeah, so did he come and say something like, sorry, galti ho gayi? Or was there a conversation after that?
There was no conversation. We all were sad. We were just sitting quietly.
I remember watching you with so much of fondness. मैं आपको एक बात बताना चाहूँगा यहाँ. आपने मुझे काफ़ी पैसे दिए हैं और ये बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग बात है. हम कॉलेज में चिट्स निकालते थे, फ्रेंड्स आपस में. समझो आप मेरे फ्रेंड हैं और मैं विक्की हूँ, तो 5 प्लेयर ऑस्ट्रेलिया वेस्ट इंडीज़ जिसके साथ भी इंडिया खेल रही है और 5 प्लेयर इंडिया, वो चिट्स 10 इधर फैला देते थे टेबल पे. फिर यू एंड आई विल हैव अ मैच. You pick 5 chits, I pick 5 chits. We keep those chits for 5 days. और फिर जिसका ज़्यादा टोटल हुआ,
right?
Suppose I got Vengsarkar, I got Vishwanath, I got Kapil Dev.
Yeah.
He may have got David Boney, may have got whatever. And then we used to total.
Yeah.
Suppose किसी का 300 हुआ, उसका 400 हुआ, तो वो जीता. And into 2, 800, so something like that. And we used to give money to each other.
Okay.
Of course, the multiplicative factor was not so much.
Right.
कुछ 100-150 का हो जाता था.
Okay.
और हर टाइम मेरे को आपकी चिट आती ही थी.
अच्छा.
And I used to win.
Wow.
Because of your form in 80s.
Yeah.
मुझे एक बार भी याद नहीं है कि आपकी चिट मेरे पास नहीं है. And my friends used to be very, very upset with me. Because they also wanted that name, Vengsarkar.
Good old days, good memories.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
There was a time when you had some issue with Malcolm Marshall. He has written in his book that you were appealing continuously when he was not out in a match in 1978. And then he hurled bouncers at you, which gave you some 7-8 stitches also.
To be honest with you, see, I didn't realize this because till I read that book. And the book was written maybe in 1987 or 88. And he's written that in 1978 when he first played for West Indies, first test match in Bangalore, I was fielding at Silly Point and I took his catch and appealed and the umpire gave him out. He thought he was not out. So he was very upset and that's what I read in the book. But he never gave me the impression because we met very often off the field or on the field for that matter. But he was one of the greatest bowlers I have faced. And he got me a few times. I scored hundreds also against him. But we had a healthy rivalry. I read that book where he mentioned about all these things, which was shocking to me because it never happened before.
You met him after that?
No, not really.
After the book?
After the book, we met possibly in the series in 1989. But we were friendly. I didn't read that book, to be honest with you. I just read a paragraph which was sent to me by somebody. I didn't read the book.
तो इसके बारे में बात नहीं
हुई इसके बारे में कभी. You are nice guys. Yeah, the West Indians are very nice people.
Did he apologize when he hit you with that bouncer and you had
No. Nobody apologized to anybody. क्यों भैया हमने 100 भी बनाया उनके सामने. ऐसी बात नहीं कि हमने सिर्फ मार खाया.
Was Marshall the toughest bowler you faced?
He was. He was
one?
Yeah, he was number one for me. Because he used to come around the wicket and he used to come behind the umpire. So it was very tough to judge his length, for me, for that matter. And he was very slippery. I mean, he could hit the ball with strong. He had very strong shoulders, so he could really hit the ball, and the ball is so skid because of his height also. He was not very tall, maybe 5'11" maybe, but he had pace also. He had accuracy, and he had a good leg cutter also. So he was a complete bowler. He was outstanding.
Why did you choose, or rather, when did you choose that, okay, now I want to retire from cricket?
See, on my last tour in 1992 of Australia, I was not in the best of form, and I was not picked for the ODI one-day international matches. And they played almost 12 to 14 matches. I was not even picked in one of them. And at that point of time, I was the highest run getter for India in ODIs. And I was not picked even in one of the matches when they were losing all the matches. And आप समझ सकते हैं, a team is winning and you're not picked.
Who was
Winning
captain?
combination. Azharuddin was the captain.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they picked the same side, they kept losing, and then I was not picked. And I didn't have the best test series that time. And I was about 36 years old. And so I thought, okay, it's time to say bye-bye.
You were the chairman of the selection committee for nearly 3 years?
For almost 2.5 years.
2.5 years. How was that stint?
See, when I retired in 1992, I was asked by Jagmohan Dalmia to become a selector straight away. I said, Jaguya, you can have the best selectors from any zone. You can't have this zonal system. And he said, Dilip, I think our country is a huge country. I mean, there has to be a zonal representation from each zone. I said, Jaguya, then I'm not interested. He said, you think about it. I would like you to be there. तो वे 3-4 साल वो निकल गए. उसके बाद वापस उसने पूछा 4 साल के बाद, दिलीप, आर यू कीन टू बिकम सिलेक्टर? आई एम वेरी कीन. आई सेड, देखो तो ये जोनल सिस्टम में मुझे इंटरेस्ट नहीं है, तो आप 5 सिलेक्टर बनाइए फ्रॉम एनी जोन फॉर दैट मैटर, बट द बेस्ट सिलेक्टर्स शुड बी देयर. वो तभी हुआ नहीं. देन आई सेड, everybody said that, Dilip, that I think you're not doing justice to Indian cricket in the sense that we need experience, we need expertise. So Dalmia asked me to become chairman of talent spotters, a talent resource wing of the board. So I was very happy to see young cricketers grow up in under 14, under 16, under 19. And it was so nice, and I could see all these guys who play for India later. They were playing under 14 or under 16 matches. And I enjoyed watching them. And then in 2007, I was asked again to become selector. So I became selector. I said,
Finally, you said
Finally, I said yes because I had a good team also. And they said, Dilip, you can't keep outside, you come inside and do the work. Others will support you. Don't think that the East Zone guy or South Zone guy will be against you. They'll support you. We all will support you. I said, fair enough. Then I became selector, and it helped me because I was a chairman of junior cricket in the sense, and I've seen all these players under 16 days and 19 days, and Dalmia gave me free hand to pick even the under-19 team for the World Cup.
no zonal selection then?
So there was
You scrapped that?
There was zonal selection.
Achha, wo you had to abide by.
I'm talking about under 19. And he said, you just listen to Dilip and कि वो जो बोलते हैं वो करो. It all the selectors. And they happily agreed. They said, sir, अगर Dilip sir बोलेंगे तो definitely we go for it. And then we picked a side for the under-19 World Cup in New Zealand and then in Dhaka. And all those players we have spotted and groomed in National Cricket Academy. They were playing that time. Later on, of course, they played for India for many years. There's a huge list, massive list.
But the stint as a chairman of selection committee ended on a sour note. I think Srinivasan went to Sharad Pawar with Shrikant. Shrikant ko lete hain abhi because you had proposed the name of Virat Kohli over Badrinath. And you were very strong that Virat ko lena hai.
Yeah, because I had seen him since under 16 days. And then he was very impressive. He played under 19 also very well. He captained India under 19 to a World Cup victory. And then there is an emerging players tournament in Australia that happens in Brisbane.
Yeah.
And India was one of the teams that participates every year. So we had picked emerging players, like, all those were under 23 players, because we wanted to build a team for India for the future, to build our bench strength. And we had picked Virat. And the first game was, I think, in New Zealand. I had reached there to see the match. And New Zealand had 7 test cricketers. And they had scored 270 odd runs in 50 overs. So Praveen Amre was the coach of the team, and he asked Virat, "Can you open the innings?" He said, "Sir, of course, I open karunga." And he scored 123 not out. What impressed me was that he remained not out till India won the match. See, youngsters का क्या होता है कि 100 करने के बाद they just check the wicket away that I've done my job.
80% batsmen I have seen getting out, but 100
But Virat is one of the few players who bats till India wins the match.
Yeah.
That separates him from others.
And you could see that.
I could see that in him.
Even
and I was convinced these guys were matured to play for India. And then we were touring Sri Lanka that time. And I said, this is the right opportunity for him to groom this young guy. And then we picked him in the team, Then what happened was, others agreed. And we all picked him in the team. And what happened was, that the BCCI came up with a new rule that those who are office bearers of the association, they cannot become selectors. So out of 5 selectors, 4 were office bearers. So we had to leave.
That's very silly. Was that brought up indirectly to, make you go out?
All 4 of us, we went out.
Yeah. But sometimes collateral damage is there. They want you to go out and 3 others suffer. Offices में होता है, हर जगह होता है.
See, when I took up as a chairman of selection committee, India was number 5 in ICC ranking. And after 2.5 years, we were number 1 in all formats of the game. Test match cricket, ODIs, and T20.
Yes.
And I built a team. We built a team for future, and we picked good youngsters who are extremely talented, who are committed, who are passionate, and who are focused.
With such strong views on selection, such strong stands on selection, what do you think of the current scenario? How Gambhir is, selecting players, or how Agarkar is selecting players?
See, the thing is, everybody has their own vision. Everybody has their own views. Agarkar has his own views. Gautam Gambhir has his own views, and they're seasoned test cricketers, so they know what they're doing. And nobody is happy with the selection. When we were selectors, there's criticism. And why are you pick X and why not Y and that sort of thing, That's going to happen anyway.
But you have been vociferous about certain decisions that they've made.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, for example, Sarfaraz. You were very vocal about it कि इनको क्यों नहीं लिया जा रहा है home series में against South Africa and West Indies.
Why? Because I have watched him against England in a test match in Dharamshala. He and Padikkal, they forged a partnership which was very crucial for India to win the test match. And both of them played brilliantly, and I really appreciate it. I thought that these skills should be there, both of them, for India, because they're the future of Indian cricket. But unfortunately, they're not there. So obviously, you just express yourself. That's about it.
Were you hurt when Agarkar said that I don't need an opinion? Vengsarkar should have called me when you said about this Sarfaraz thing.
I don't know about it, to be honest with you.
Because he comes from your academy.
Yeah, he was in my first batch in 1995 when he started.
So as a student, telling a teacher like that.
It's okay. I mean, as I said before, that they have everybody has his own vision.
But do you think that Gambhir is partial? Because कई लोग बोलते हैं कि he has a certain set of players whom he wants to play anyhow, like Harshit Rana, Washington Sundar, Nitish Kumar Reddy, and a lot of people feel that these three players don't fit into every match
See,
or
again,
don't fit into many matches.
see, again, I think Gambhir must have seen those players very often, maybe in India A team tours or whatever, and he must be having confidence in them that these are the players who would deliver. And again, as I said before, that everybody has his own views and vision. I mean, how they can induct players who do very well for India in international cricket and they do consistently.
So I also, endorse what you said that you want Virat and Rohit.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Because both of them have such talent. They are so talented. They are so skillful. They are match winners. I mean, they are big match players. And they've won so many matches for India. And the opposition is always wary of them. If these guys are there, India will win the match. Because they're experienced guys, they're so fit and they're so skillful. So I thought these guys should be there.
Do you think Virat should return to Test cricket?
I don't know why he retired from Test match cricket. Both of them, I would say. Why did they retire from Test match cricket? Because they are the integral part of Indian cricket.
Karsan Ghavri told me in an interview that they were told to go. There's a lot of talk on the digital media, social media, that they were asked to leave.
I don't know anything about it, to be honest with you, because I'm not inside. Like, I don't know.
You don't try to find out sometimes. Curiosity.
I just feel sad that they're not there. That's about it. I mean, I can only, because outside, like you outsider, so you feel sad that they're not there because they're very good cricketers. They're outstanding cricketers.
Yeah, when right players are not selected, we don't enjoy the game.
Absolutely.
What do you think of Gill as a captain, as a player?
Well, I rate him very highly. Gill is so promising. He's so good, so talented, excellent temperament. And the way he played in England, see, if you go to England, if you go to Australia, if you go to South Africa, there you're rated. If you do well, then you're rated there. Do you see? In India also. But Gill has played so well in England. He led the side so well. I rate him very highly.
But after that, he has been woefully out of form. And in fact, he has been dropped from the T20 squad and the ODI squad.
But that can happen to the best. And he will come back very strongly.
Do you think the captaincy is weighing heavily on him?
I don't think so, because I think it should get the best out of him.
As a captain, you agree with whatever he's doing, whatever his bowling changes are, field placements are?
See, in Test match cricket, every session is important. And he's a good thinker of the game. And he's done very well. So if you do well in Test match cricket, you can do very well in other formats as well. And because Test match is the ultimate form of cricket.
No, but a lot of people feel that he hardly looks a captain on the field. And he's being remote controlled by Gambhir from the outside. Now, I want to know how much role does a coach play towards the captain in what he does on the field?
See, coach's role ends when the team goes out in the middle.
वो कुछ प्लान नहीं होता है, इनको 8 ओवर देना, इनको 4 ओवर देना.
सब प्लानिंग होता ही है.
हाँ जी.
बट प्लान बी भी होता है कि अगर इसको ये हो गया तो प्लान बी अप्लाई करो. एंड आई थिंक गिल इज डूइंग वेरी वेल. गिल इज डूइंग अ फैंटास्टिक जॉब.
Who are the other players in the current squad whom you rate very highly, whether in Tests, ODIs or T20?
See, apart from Gill, I think Siraj is a good bowler, and Sarfraz is good, but he's not in the team. I think Padikkal is good. He's a good youngster. He can do very well. Test match cricket.
Shubman Gill starts off with KL Rahul.
Yeah.
You like KL Rahul?
He's very good. KL is very good. He is so calm and so balanced, and the way he plays his shots and the way he builds up innings, I think is a fantastic.
There is a school of thought that he should be made the captain.
Well, he could be a contender, I'm saying, because I think Gill has done extremely well in England, and I think India did very well. Of course, Kale is a very good player, no question about it, and he's very consistent as a Test cricketer and also in other formats of the game.
Do you think Bumrah is the same bowler what he was 1 year ago? I particularly feel no, and let me be vocal about it. A lot of full tosses and instead of his usual yorkers and those dangerous deliveries which you got people bowled. He seems to have, after the injury, gone a little haywire.
Bumrah, I feel he's still number one in the world. He's such a great bowler and he has won so many matches for India. And you said that he's not the same bowler, that's what you said, right? But I don't think so. I beg to differ because it depends on the situation of the match as well. Because he's such an experienced bowler. If you want him to get a wicket, if you want him to get a breakthrough, I as a captain will throw the ball to him.
In your times, who was that bowler where you only needed a wicket and you threw the ball? Kapil Dev. Unarguably.
One of the greatest all-rounders the world has ever seen.
You have said in one of your interviews that he is the greatest all-rounder.
Absolutely.
Till today, you feel he is the greatest all-rounder?
Till today, I feel he is the greatest all-rounder. Because I've seen him since school days, school, college, university days, and in secondary trophy and all those tournaments, and how he's improved himself over the years. In every series, on every tour, he's improved. Whether it's England or Australia or West Indies, he was simply outstanding.
मुझे याद है आप सेमीफाइनल नहीं खेल पाए थे वो प्रॉन करी खाने
नहीं वो
pork ribs.
हाँ pork ribs. I had pork ribs.
तो लोग कह रहे थे कि ये बाहर गए हैं खाने के
नहीं मैं ताज में गोल्डन ड्रैगन में myself and my wife we had gone for dinner on the eve of the match
87 World Cup
and we had spare ribs. वो spare ribs आते ना and they import it, so possibly it was a stale ribs. So we had spare ribs and then I started vomiting and loose motions at night, and I called him Mansingh. Mansingh was the only manager that there was no physio, there was no doctor, there was no train, nothing. There was only one man is to be there, and Mansingh was the guy like
even बेचारे वर्ल्ड कप में वही थे.
बेचारे ने रात को घूम के चर्चगेट से एक डॉक्टर जीपी लाया, मेरे को इंजेक्शन दिया, और by then I had vomited so much, I had loose motions.
Dehydrated.
They completely dehydrated. After I was okay, my wife started vomiting, and then she was to be admitted in the hospital next day.
Oh God.
So we had a terrible time. That 1 week was terrible for us. And then I couldn't play the match and we lost the match. And that was a very sad thing. And I was in good form also that time.
Yeah.
And I wanted to play that game so badly, but then I had no strength to...
and India lost without you.
Well, that can happen. India could have won also. It's not only because of me.
A lot was being written. Dilip Vengsarkar went out in the night. He ate बाहर से रास्ते का खाना खाने.
मैं सुनो मेरी बात. मैं आपको बोलना चाहता हूँ कि I used to sleep at 9:30 every night. 9:30 के बाद मैं कभी कुछ जगह नहीं रहा.
During the matches.
During any match for that matter.
Whether you are abroad, whether you are here.
Yes, club match, office match, state match, India match, ODIs, whatever matches. 9:30 the lights were off. तो मैं कभी बाहर कभी गया नहीं. तो कोई बोलते कि बाहर जाके खाना खाया वगैरह, वो दैट इज नॉट करेक्ट. मैंने कभी नाइट क्लब देखा नहीं लाइफ में.
रवि शास्त्री का बहुत आता था कि चले गए पार्टी करने, और वो तो उन्होंने एडमिट भी किया है, मैं ज़्यादा था पार्टी करने. आई यूज्ड टू एंजॉय लाइफ.
सी even as a youngster, since I was school, I used to sleep very early. Maybe I used to get tired very soon, I don't know. But that was my habit. I used to get up also around 6 o'clock in the morning. It's not late get up. Until now, actually, I sleep at around 10:30, not later than that. But if I go to somebody's place for dinner, it might be 11 o'clock maybe. But that's a
rare occasion. तो आप अपने स्टूडेंट्स को एकेडमी में ये बोलते रहते हैं कि बहुत जल्दी सो, 9:30 बजे, 10 बजे.
Sir, discipline is the most important thing if you want to play international cricket for a long time. आपको discipline होना ही चाहिए. You have to be focused. You have to be passionate and you have to be determined also to do well. मैं उनको वही बोलता हूँ कि even in all the big matches when you play with a school final or a college final or a state final, you must deliver to everybody watching that. You know, और आपका temperament उभर कर आएगा when you deliver in big matches. Of course, पहले के matches also are important, but when you come in the finals, if you do well in the finals, everybody will recognize your talent.
Two classic examples of not maintaining discipline are Vinod Kamble and Prithvi Shaw in our country.
Yeah, I guess so.
What do you think was happening to Kamble? Because you were there around, and there was a school of thought that he is more talented than Sachin Tendulkar.
No, Kamble, I don't know what went wrong with him because I retired in 92 and then he came in 92 itself, you know. And but the first match I remember when we played for Bombay in 1989 when I was the captain of Bombay, we were playing on a batting wicket against Gujarat and he was making his debut. And we were to declare because I was batting, say, on 85 or 90 and he came into bat. And the first ball, he hit for a straight six. I mean, that sort of confidence he had. You know, tremendous tracker of the ball. And so much talent. But later on, I don't know what happened because after I retired, I wasn't in touch with him also. I was not really involved.
You haven't been in touch with him even now?
Sometimes, whenever we used to meet, maybe in BKC or maybe in some club or in some...
He wasn't well in between.
Yeah.
He's recovering now, I guess.
Yeah, I hope so.
So, you think and you agree that he was perhaps more talented than Sachin Tendulkar?
You see, you can't compare players. I would hate to compare players. Sachin was Sachin, Vinod was Vinod. And Sachin also did so well in school matches. He was scoring 200, 250, 300 almost every day. Almost every day. And Sachin was one of the greatest players we had.
Do you think Virat Kohli will cross Sachin Tendulkar's number of centuries?
Well, the records are meant to be broken. Whether Virat or somebody else will come as youngster. And
But 15 centuries still to go. Do you think इतना time है उसके पास? या वो इतना time दे पाएंगे game को?
अभी वो मुझे पता नहीं है. अभी वो ifs and buts हो गए और future क्या है मुझे पता नहीं है because I can't really. But I can only say that Virat is extremely fit. He works hard on his fitness. And his fitness is as good as 18, 19-year-old kid. So, anything can happen.
Most of the batsmen have to tell him bus ek run ke baad because he's ready for the second. He's almost halfway down and they are panting for breath.
He's so disciplined. He works very hard at his game, on his physique as well. And overall, I would say that it could be a good role model for the players all over the world, not only in India, all over the world.
Are you in touch with him? Like, aana jana, ghar pe?
Not really. No.
So, who are the cricketers whom you socialize with? Say at times.
Mainly I mean Mumbai cricketers.
Like?
I mean, so many cricketers. Like, I won't get to name.
Gavaskar?
Sometimes, yeah. I mean, 83, whenever we meet for any event or so, that time we meet all those players, Kapil Dev and Gavaskar and Shastri and Srikanth, Rogers, Binny, Kirmani, all those guys, yeah.
Who was the guy in the team who used to play most number of pranks? बहुत मस्ती, मतलब
Sandeep Patil was one of them.
Sandeep Patil.
And even Sunil.
Acha.
Sunil also was a prankster, along with Sandeep.
And who was the most serious, most aloof, most reserved?
Everybody was quite easy that way, you know.
नहीं, बहुत कम बात करना अपने आप.
I think Jimmy was one of them. He was quite laid back in the sense. Jimmy का कैसा था कि even if the flight is announced, he would take his own time to walk आराम से. हाँ भाई जाएंगे. So he is my role model in that sense. And if I'm in a hurry,
Pressure नहीं लेने का.
pressure नहीं लेने का. You know, always remember ये situation में Jimmy क्या करता था. So then I'm relaxed, you know. I don't run for the flights or whatever, you know. I take my own time.
I know you're fond of players who deliver in the big match. And Jimmy reminds me of 83
Yes.
here.
Fantastic.
Absolutely fantastic. I want to ask you in that final, though you were not there, और वो पार्टनरशिप टूट नहीं रही थी डुजॉन और मार्शल की,
हाँ.
और तब जिमी ने आके 3 विकेट लिए.
Yes.
तो ऐसे कहा जाता है कि it was Sunny Gavaskar who told Kapil Dev that give the ball to Mohin Ramanath.
Possibly.
You don't know?
No, I don't know. I was in the pavilion.
नहीं,
But,
बात होती है ना.
नहीं, इतना बात नहीं हुई इसके बारे में, लेकिन the way he bowled, वो सुनील took some good catches in the slips that time. I still remember. मार्शल का उन्होंने लिया शायद catch. But Mohinder he had a fantastic tour that time of England. He had a very good tour of Pakistan and also West Indies. The way he played Imran Khan and Sarfraz Nawaz and all those bowlers in Pakistan with Pakistani umpires and in West Indies against all those fast bowlers.
That's a good line with Pakistan umpire because you were always not sure कि कभी आउट दे देंगे.
कभी out नहीं किया.
ऐसा क्यों था? मतलब वो क्यों करते थे ऐसे? आपको क्या लगता है? इतने इनएफिशिएंट तो नहीं हो सकते जितने भयानक डिसीजंस दिए उन्होंने.
अभी efficient or not efficient, I don't know.
Was there bias कि भाई नहीं?
Bias. Absolutely.
Do you think India should play Pakistan today?
It depends on the government's stand. If they say yes, you can.
What is your stand?
No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Do you think cricket has become politicized?
No, I don't think so. The thing is that India-Pakistan matches are decided by Indian government as per the situation. Because I remember we played in 1917 Pakistan after we had fought 2 wars, one in 65 and then 71. Then we played series of test matches against them in India as well as in Pakistan. And then all those things happened. Then we stopped playing again. And again we played. Again we stopped. That sort of thing. Depends on the government.
Who do you think was a better bowler, Imran Khan or Wasim Akram?
Very difficult to say. Very difficult to say. That's a great question. And both were simply outstanding. Great bowlers.
An extra inch for?
I'm very difficult. I mean, it's not fair to compare both of them, but they were great bowlers. I mean, they could win matches on their own. Like, if they would come in for a spell of 6-7 overs and they would get 3 wickets and give the breakthrough to the team. And that helped them to win the matches because after all, fast bowlers win you matches. Of course, spinners as well. The bowlers win you matches because the matches are won only if you take 20 wickets.
Do you think in your times when you were playing, the 2 fastest runners between the wickets were Javed Miandad and Asif Iqbal?
Absolutely. Both of them were simply outstanding. They had a great understanding between them. They knew that where he's going to place the ball, how fast fielder, he will not make it stranded in the middle. He will run for the singles, the twos or whatever. I mean, they were great runners between the wickets.
You were the one who's put his hand on Dhoni.
My selection committee made him the captain of the team. He was selected before Kiran More's selection committee. And we made him the captain. When Rahul Dravid announced his retirement as a captain from the Indian team after we won against England in England.
Has Dhoni been India's best captain so far, till date?
He's definitely one of the best.
So who's the best?
You can't say who's the best. I mean, they're all great captains, I mean, they're wonderful captains. They're great thinkers. Some captained the team with instinct. Some of them had plans. I mean, they would strategize. But Dhoni was definitely one of the best captains.
So what did you see in Dhoni? I mean, क्या देखा था आपने जो
See, Dhoni
बोला कि इनको कैप्टन बनाना?
Dhoni का हमने देखा his approach to the game.
And many people were very unhappy, the seniors in the team at that time.
हमने उसका approach देखा to the game, his attitude towards the game, and his cricketing intelligence and his maturity level as well. तो लेकिन हम लोग को बोला था कि उसको कप्तान करो in the sense after Rahul Dravid resign as a captain, everybody, some of them thought that Dhoni will decide to Australia. I think he should become captain. So in our selection committee, we spoke for almost couple of hours. धोनी को बनाने का किसको बनाने का है because Australian team is a very strong team. Australian media is the worst media in the sense, they are very aggressive. They will go after the captain who is inexperienced, and then the whole team collapses. That's their strategy in Australia. So everybody thought that अभी धोनी को नहीं बनाएंगे. We will make Anil Kumble as a captain. So it was 4 against 1.
You were saying Dhoni.
I was saying Dhoni, and the 4 against 1. And we were so happy that we made Anil Kumble as a captain. In hindsight, I wonder why he was not made captain before. Because he was so good, he was so intelligent, he was good at man management. He was a great bowler. He was among the wickets, and he was respected all over the world. And he was forthright. He was respected. As I said before, that I wish he was captain before, unfortunately. But we had an opportunity to make him the captain, and we were so happy in the end because India almost won the series in Australia thanks to that Steve Buckner, that captain, who made some wrong decisions at the wrong time. Other India would have won 2-1. On the same tour, for ODIs, we made Dhoni as a captain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why not? Why didn't you go just that was because of the Australian media and all. You didn't want to load him with
yeah. And then, of course, then we won the first T20 World Cup in South Africa under Dhoni. And he led the side so well. And then, of course, as I say, rest is history.
I was very disappointed when he cut his hair. Because he'd come with those long hair and he used to shake them for celebration and remove the helmet. Jab bhi 50 banaya, kuch banaya. And then suddenly we found him with those small hair.
He's too good.
You in touch with him?
No, not really.
You were never attracted to becoming a commentator? Because most cricketers I've seen, many I would say, okay, head for the commentary box.
Yes, but I was very keen to give something back to the game, and I'm very happy and proud of the fact that I did so much for cricket since my retirement from international cricket. I got 4 academies now, and for the last 30 years, thousands of cricketers got free coaching, free platform, free kit, free tournaments to play, and they're all playing for India. They played Mumbai, they played Maharashtra, they play India under 19, India 18s for India, IPL. And I'm so happy about that got opportunity, and I could give them excellent platform to showcase their talent.
Tell us about these academies. What happens when parents come to you? Does it happen with you that आजकल ऐसा सुनने में आता है कि पेरेंट्स आकर पहले कोच को बोलते हैं या जिससे भी कोचिंग लेना है, मेरे बेटे को या मेरी बेटी को आईपीएल खेलना है,
या
आप कुछ करो?
नहीं, ये हमारे यहाँ पे चलता नहीं है. हमारे यहाँ पे because it's free, we don't charge any money from the boys, so we select the boys, and many boys come from far away suburbs. They come by train but for 2 hours and go back 2 hours. They come from Panvel, from Kalyan to Mbivli. They come from Dahanu. And all those players, those who are hungry for success, those who have the hunger to do well at the international level for the Mumbai team, of a Maharashtra team, and who are good, they are picked only on merit. So we announce the selection trials and we select those players. So it's not कि मेरे बच्चे को आईपीएल खेलना है तो उसको उसमें डालो वगैरह, ऐसा नहीं होता.
लेकिन एक ख्वाहिश होती है ना आज किसी पेरेंट्स की.
सुनो मेरी बात, ऐसे काफ़ी नेट्स हैं जहाँ पे ऐसे जाते हैं, उनको बताते हैं कि सर इसको ये बनाओ, उसको वो बनाओ, एक आईपीएल खेलना चाहिए. कैसे है कि नाउ देयर सो मच मनी इन द गेम, so the parents obviously get very ambitious about the whole thing, like, तो उसको क्रिकेटर बनाओ. There's a fame, there's a money, there's a glamour, everything is there, लेकिन हमारे यहाँ पे ऐसा नहीं होता है. हमारे यहाँ पे strictly on merit, those who are good, and many players come from humble background. They come from slums also. And I take my academics team to England every year. Thanks to my friend R.P. Singh, and he's from Manchester. He organizes this tour in England, and we get fantastic fixtures against England under 19, Lancashire under 19, Yorkshire under 19, Cheshire under 19 on good grounds, good opposition, and we pick the players. And I get sponsors. All my friends they say, कोई अच्छा प्लेयर है तो हम स्पॉन्सर करेंगे इसका स्पॉन्सर तो काफ़ी लोग मेरे दोस्त लोग हैं वो स्पॉन्सर करते हैं एंड द प्लेयर्स हु कम ऑफ हम्बल बैकग्राउंड दे गो फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम इन इंग्लैंड एंड प्ले इन इंग्लैंड एंड आई गॉट रेसिप्रोकल अरेंजमेंट विद अ स्कूल इन इंग्लैंड कॉल्ड शेडल ह्यूम स्कूल इन मैनचेस्टर उनके 2 प्लेयर्स हमारे एकेडमी में गए थे खेलने के लिए फॉर 2 वीक्स हमारे 2 प्लेयर वहाँ पर गए थे खेलने के लिए
Wow.
So these players come from humble background. I mean, they can't afford to buy their own shoes. They can't afford to buy a cricket bat. तो बहुत दूर की बात है क्योंकि बैट की कीमत अभी कितने 60-70 हज़ार रुपये एक बैट की कीमत है और these players go to England and they play there and उसमें Jaiswal was there. He was 14-15 years of age.
Yeah.
And we picked him to go to England. उसके जो कोच थे ज्वाला सिंह उन्होंने उसको भेजा था देन ऋतुराज गायकवाड़ हु कम फ्रॉम चाकणगढ़ के एरिया है नियर चिंचवड़ वहाँ का है काफ़ी प्लेयर्स फ्रॉम हम्बल बिगिनिंग आई मीन हम्बल बैकग्राउंड दे कम दे आर पिक्ड कम एंड प्ले फॉर अस इन इंग्लैंड ऑल्सो एंड देन I myself conduct almost 18 to 20 tournaments every year, right from under 12, under 13, under 14, under 15, 16, 19 tournaments. And all the players from Mumbai, from Maharashtra, they come and play in the tournament. See, unless you perform in the matches, then you are rated. You can be good in the nets, but you have to play maximum matches. Matches में आपका क्रिकेट में इंटेलिजेंस है, आपकी मैच्योरिटी है, वो उभर कर आती है. And how you perform in those matches is very important.
Do you play with them?
मैं कैसे खेलूँगा?
नहीं, कभी बैटिंग आप कर रहे हो और लोग बॉलिंग कर रहे हैं.
नहीं, I'm 69 here.
Yeah, but still.
I wish I could play. I wish I could play IPL.
मन होता है आपका कि IPL हमारे टाइम में होना है.
100% यार, 100%.
Because I remember.
मैं आपको बोलता हूँ, मेरी पहली टूर was for 4 months. My first in 1976. It was to New Zealand and West Indies. वहाँ पे we played 7 test matches. 7 test matches. 3 in New Zealand and 4 in West Indies. And for the 4 months, we got 5,000 rupees.
You all won one of the matches.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah. And there are 2 matches. One in New Zealand and one in West Indies.
Okay.
And when I played for the Bombay for the first time, we got 25 rupees a day. 25 rupees a day. और तभी पैसा ही नहीं था, तो we didn't think about money at all. अभी किसी को भी 5 करोड़ 10 करोड़ 20 करोड़ 25 करोड़ मिल रहे हैं. It's a great thing. I am happy for the players कि they are earning so much money because the span is limited. But they shouldn't lose the hunger. They should be as committed, as focused, as passionate as they were when they were kids. Because see, this game has given you so much. You should not just forget कि आपको जो मिला है वो मुंबई से मिला है. I'm just talking because I'm from Mumbai.
Yeah.
Mumbai gave you platform. From school to college to office to club, everything. But जब मैं देखता हूँ कि some of the players they avoid playing for Mumbai and they want to play in the IPL only and for India only, I feel very sad. I'm very upset also.
Getting selected in the IPL with the highest money also does not guarantee that you will be performing. I remember the classic case of Unadkat, the bowler. In one of the IPLs a few years back, he was the highest paid player. But what did he do after that? Almost nothing.
I mean, that's up to individual. I mean, I can't really comment on that.
Any players you remember in your time who you thought were very talented, but when the big moment came, they could not deliver?
Very difficult to say because in 80s we won almost everything. Whether it's Asia Cup, whether it's a World Cup, whether it's Vincent Hedges Cup and Rothman's Cup or whatever cup it was there, Australia Asia Cup. We almost won everything. We beat England in England.
I remember a bowler. I could be wrong. It was Salgaonkar, I remember.
Anil Kumble.
Yeah. I thought he had a lot of promise.
He was very quick.
Yeah.
He and Paddy Shivalkar.
Yeah.
Shivalkar is one of the great match winner for Mumbai.
That is the saddest story of Indian cricket.
Those two players are the most unfortunate players. Very unlucky players, I would say, not to play for India.
तो सलगांवकर को क्यों नहीं सिलेक्ट किया?
वो पता नहीं मुझे. That was in 74 because when India toured England and India lost 3-0. And he should have been picked straight away because he was the fastest bowler and he was fit, strong and quick.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a very rare thing. And most unfortunate.
And Shivalkar,
Shivalkar was a match winner for Mumbai for many years.
Many years.
Was
it just because we had Vishen Bedi?
Well, they could have played two left-hand spinners.
Yes. I remember we were playing Venkat Raghavan.
Yeah.
And I honestly don't think Venkat Raghavan was a very penetrative bowler. I mean, you could have played Shivalkar and Bedi and Prasanna and Chandrasekhar.
That's what I'm saying. I think Paddy Shivalkar was a match winner. And he won so many matches for Mumbai. So, very unlucky. Very unlucky, I would say. I think he deserved to be there. And he would have done extremely well.
Do you think Shami deserves to be in the team?
Well, I don't know his form and his fitness.
Currently?
I'm not seeing him bowl.
Yeah, but his disappearance is quite mysterious.
Because those who are there, I think who are watching him play in domestic cricket, they can only take the call. I mean, I've not seen him bowl, so I can't really comment.
I completely agree with you when you say that Jaiswal should be there. In T20, you said that he should be picked. And they are not picking him in T20. He's your student again.
That's okay. I mean, the thing is that, see,
I think he's the most talented player in the younger lot.
I know, but there are so many now. In the sense, you know, Abhishek Sharma is there.
Yeah.
Then Suryavanshi is there. I mean, these two guys are brilliant. And Gill is there. All those guys are supremely talented players. And so is Jaiswal. I'm not saying that about Jaiswal. But then, see, the thing is that I think consistency at the highest level is very important. And the attitude is very important. Attitude has to be for the team's success.
He needs to develop more.
I don't know about him. I'm just saying general. In general, the team should see that he would die for the team. ऐसा attitude चाहिए. अगर ऐसा attitude नहीं होगा, अगर मुझे लगेगा कि मैं मेरे 100 किए, मैं मेरे 60-70 किए, 80 किए, I've done my job. अभी टीम जीते नहीं जीते मुझे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता.
100 हो गया, सेलिब्रेट किया,
खत्म.
Throw your wicket away.
ऐसा अगर attitude है तो it will go against you. I will pick a player who scored 60, 70 and win the match for the team. But I will not pick a player who scored 100 and still he is not bothered about the team's success.
Playing for himself.
I'm not talking about any other individual player. I'm just talking general.
Yeah.
I'm talking as a selector. I want a player who would give his right hand to the team. कि मैं मैच जीताऊंगा. मैं हमेशा ये बोलता हूँ प्लेयर्स को, हमारे जो बच्चे लोग होते हैं उनको वही बोलता हूँ. If you're chasing 200 runs and you get 30 for 5, तो 6-7 जो खेल रहा है, they must have the attitude, they must have this thing, that commitment to the
stay in the wicket,
to win the match from there. वहाँ से अगर आप मैच जीतेंगे, then you are rated, then you have temperament to win big matches, then you have the temperament to go higher up in cricket. मैच जीतने का जो कला है वो important है. When you break through at the right time, or when you just feel and take a brilliant catch, or if you take a run out for that matter at the right time. At right time means a crucial juncture.
Do you meet parents in your academy who are pushing their children a bit too much?
नहीं, हमारे यहाँ पे जो पेरेंट्स आते हैं, they come from a very humble background. They don't come from लेकिन एक पेरेंट था, वो मुझे काफ़ी तंग कर रहा था फ़ोन करके कि सर मेरे बेटे को देखो, he's 12 years old and he is a world class player. I said world class player, 12 years old. So I said I must go and have a look at him. You know, he's been telling me for the last 5 times, like, you know, he's called me. in. So I said, "Can you bring him around 4 o'clock at Oval Maidan? So I'll be there." So he came with his son, and मैंने उनको बोला कि आप 10 में बैठो. I will look at him. As I was going towards the net, I asked the bowler, "कि आप क्या करते? What do you do?" He said, "कि I'm a leg spinner." I said, "Bowl." The child. And he was a small 20-year-old, and he bowled very well. And a good aptitude, good talent. He bowled very well. So I called his dad, I said, he's very good, he's a good leg spinner. तो उसको वहाँ पे improve करो. नहीं सर, उसको बैट्समैन बनाओ, उसको बॉलर मत बनाओ, नहीं तो पूरा लाइफ में मार खाते रहेगा. तो अभी वो क्या है कि बैट्समैन को ही बनाओ.
Because of this one day T20
IPL or whatever, he thinks कि he'll play IPL और पूरा करे हुए मार खाते रहेगा. ऐसा नहीं होता है. I mean, he can be a great leg spinner, यार. I mean, he can be a match winner.
We need spinners who turn the ball.
Yeah. But ऐसे mindset के लोग आते हैं.
और फिर क्या हुआ उसका?
वो पता नहीं मुझे.
वो आया ही नहीं बाद में?
नहीं, पता नहीं. Then he must have gone somewhere else. I don't know.
हाँ, बट आपके पास नहीं आया?
नहीं.
बहुत ही अजीब है.
अजीब. ऐसे काफी आते हैं. I'm just giving you one example.
एक और एग्जाम्पल बताइए.
अभी पहले काफी जो प्लेयर्स, यंग प्लेयर्स होते हैं, वो ट्रेन से आते थे. And they wanted to join the academy. I said कि unless you are good, then only we can pick you. सर, हम घर छोड़ के आए हैं, 3 दिन ट्रेन में थे, हम यहाँ पे सोते हैं, वहाँ पे सोते हैं, तुम एकेडमी ले लो. ऐसे क्रिकेट नहीं होता है. तुम घर से वापस वहाँ पे.
वो अलग बात है.
हाँ, these are the things used to happen before, not anymore, because now there are so many academies. They can stay at their place and still get an opportunity to play and get a platform to perform.
मैंने सुना आप रिपोर्ट कार्ड पे भी नजर रखते हैं.
Yeah, I always tell them education is equally important. You have to be educated. क्योंकि ये span बहुत limited है. And not everybody plays in the IPL or for India for that matter. अगर आप नहीं खेलेंगे and if you have education, then you can get a good job maybe in IT firm, or maybe you can become a lawyer or maybe engineer, whatever for that matter.
You should have a plan B.
You should have a plan B. Very important. I tell them, unless you have a good report card, then only I will allow you to come here every day.
बट ऐसा हुआ है किसी की स्टडीज में ड्रॉप आ गया हो और आपने बोला हो नहीं यार अभी मत आना?
उनको थोड़ा प्रेशराइज करता हूँ मैं, बट एज लॉन्ग एज दे गेट थ्रू दैट्स इनफ फॉर मी. आजकल वो होम एग्जाम्स भी होते हैं, होम से करते हो. दे डोंट गो टू स्कूल बट दे डू इट
ऑनलाइन
व्हाटएवर.
But that's very good if you're ensuring that the academics do not get neglected. I think that's fantastic.
Yeah. Yes.
Who are the commentators that Vengsarkar enjoys when he watches a match free of any koi bhi jeete koi bhi?
I like Australian commentators. They are quite frank. And even Nasir Hussain is good. Atherton is good. India mein I think Dinesh Karthik is good.
You like Dinesh Karthik more than Ravi Shastri and Harsha Bhogle? My favorite is Ravi Shastri.
He's also good. I mean, I don't want to compare anybody who is better than who.
But you like Karthik.
And now since he's come in and I think he's doing well.
वो टाइम पे जब रेडियो कमेंट्री होती थी आपके फेवरेट्स कौन थे?
रेडियो कमेंट्री में हमारे टाइम सुरेश सरैया was there. Anand Settlewad.
Vickey Lalwani.
Dicky was there. Sushil Doshi was a good Hindi commentator.
Yeah.
Ravi Chaturvedi करके थे.
Yeah.
वो थे. Kishore Bhimani was there.
So who was your favorite?
Dr. Puri was there.
Narottam Puri. Yeah. Who was your favorite?
I mean, they were all good. They were all good in their own way.
There was a very interesting way how Dicky Ratnakar used to take your name. He used to say Vengsarkar.
Yeah.
He used to say Sarkar. Now some people say Vengsarkar, some people say Vengsarkar. And Dicky used to say Vengsarkar. What is it really?
Vengsarkar. Because Vengsar is a village in Konkan. I have not been there. But my forefather must have come from there. So this Vengsar name is there. Actually, my mom's name is Kulkarni. And she comes from Rajapur in Konkan again. But I don't know why we took Vengsar as a name. I have no idea.
You spoke about Marshall, but who was the toughest spinner? If I was to categorize fast bowler, Marshall, all right. But who was the toughest spinner you faced?
I think Prasanna was the best.
Apart from India?
I think Underwood was very good. Abdul Qadir was to some extent was good.
Underwood often used to get Sunny Gavaskar out.
Is it?
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. I don't remember.
बट वो टाइम पे स्लेजिंग होता था ऑस्ट्रेलिया के साथ
नहीं, इतना नहीं.
जो आजकल होता है
नहीं, इतना नहीं होता था. होता था शायद.
हाँ.
इतना नहीं होता था.
लेकिन फिर से आजकल कम हो गया है. बीच में बहुत ज़्यादा हो गया था जब वो हरभजन सिंह,
हाँ,
पैट सिमकॉक्स, एंड्रू साइमंस.
हाँ, बीच में
बहुत हो गया था.
And under Ponting, there was a lot of sledging happening.
Yeah. You like Ponting's commentary?
Not heard him actually.
अच्छा. I quite like him. His commentary is quite good. His voice is good.
I think boycott was good.
Yeah.
He was quite frank and forthright.
Yeah. But my favorite amongst everybody, if I was to put a hand on one, if you ask me, it was Will Lawry. I used to like him more than Richie Bennett and more than Tony Gosier.
No, I used to like Ian Chappell as well.
Okay.
Ian was good. Greg was good.
Yeah.
They were good commentators. They would analyze the game very well.
So at home, do you watch cricket? Say if England is playing Australia?
Sometimes. Not all the time. Sometimes.
West Indies is playing Pakistan, any other match?
No, whenever I have time.
India.
Whenever I have time, I do watch cricket. Whenever I have time. Or if I'm in a treadmill in the gym, I watch cricket. But if there's a match in Mumbai, I go and watch matches.
How much time you give to the gym?
1 hour.
Every day?
At least 4-5 times a week.
4-5 times a week?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're very conscious about your diet? As a player, you must have been, but now?
Yes. Yes. Because I'm very fond of non-veg, which I've cut down quite drastically. And
so weight बढ़ रहा था?
Weight भी बढ़ रहा था और it's not good for creatinine or for kidneys and a lot of proteins and that sort of thing.
Yeah. Excess protein.
So I was okay with veg for a while. Then I'm very fond of non-veg, especially fish. I like fish, and especially fish which is made in Bengal. At a friend of mine, at his home, I go there whenever I'm in Calcutta. They make the best Bengali fish. I like the sweetwater fish as well. And what they make at home, the Konkani fish, Malwani fish, that sort of thing, which I like.
Wife makes at home?
She makes at home. She's a good cook.
1983, 83 rather, Kabir Khan's film.
Very well made film. Very well made film. And even the small kids now come to me and say, "Uncle, tell me, where did you get hit? Can we see the scar on your face?"
Achha.
So Uncle, I have watched that film for 20 times and I still love it. And we still get a goosebumps like, whenever we watch that film. And whenever I travel abroad, wherever, mostly people are watching 83 film, even on the flight. Still, I mean, that is the impact they had. And very well made film. They acted very well, excellent direction also. Ranveer Singh was outstanding.
Did you see Dhurandhar?
No, I didn't see Dhurandhar.
He's being raved about again in Dhurandhar.
I watch only Govinda films, Shammi Kapoor films. I don't watch
latest ones.
I not watch them.
तो क्या YouTube पर चलाते हो या OTT पर चलाते हो?
कभी भी.
You will watch a lot of OTT shows?
Not a lot, but when it's interesting.
Did you watch the one which Shah Rukh Khan's son made?
Very good.
Badass of Bollywood.
Absolutely. I loved it. He did a great job. Fantastic job. I loved it. Enjoyed it. But if you ask me, I love watching Govinda films because you get everything in that film. Excellent dancing, excellent acting.
He's fabulous.
Fabulous. I think he is the best Indian actor I've seen. Complete actor. Shammi Kapoor also was outstanding.
You've seen all? Tumsa Nahi Dekha, Kashmir Ki Kali, Jangli, sab.
And each time I watch, I enjoy it.
Coolie numbers
dancing while listening. ऐसे बहुत बार नहीं देखी है, but I'm just saying,
तो जब भी आप मूड में होते हो इन दोनों की पिक्चर चला लेते हो?
Absolutely. गोविंदा के पास कितना टैलेंट है वो आदमी में, ट्रिमेंडस टैलेंट.
शोज में जब आता है तो इतना आदमी खुश हो जाता है उसको देखकर. The way he dances, even now,
Too good.
And that step off is which he does.
Everything.
Nobody can do. Nobody.
It is natural.
I don't know why he's not signing films or why people are not signing him now. He's got more into politics. Maybe very busy.
Yeah.
But इससे पहले भी the acting offers had dried up or he was refusing. One doesn't know because he hardly talks about his life. Before I conclude, Mr. Vengsarkar, I must ask you about women's cricket. We have won the World Cup. Did you expect?
See, once they were playing the first match at Lord's way back in 2008, Indian team was playing for the first time at Lord's against England. And Mr. Sharad Pawar, he was the president then. Let me tell you one thing. Sharad Pawar was the one who backed women's cricket. 200%. And he sent me to Lord's to watch them play. I said, sir, मैं क्या करूँ वहाँ पे? And then you go and watch them play. And मैं जब गया 2008 में तो इंग्लैंड ने I mean
300 something they had made.
Yeah, I think they clobbered in
I think we were out for 100 or something.
The captain scored 150. I don't know her name, but and we all out for 100 or something. You know?
Yeah.
And since then, I think BCCI took over the women's cricket, and they gave them the platform, they gave them the tours, opportunities, good coaching, good facilities, and of course fitness, most important, because Australian and English girls and New Zealanders, they are so fit, they're so strong as compared to Indian girls. But over the years, since 2008 till now, Indian cricket has gone up like this. Absolutely brilliant. I mean, they are so fit as anybody else. They improved their skills levels because they are playing a lot of matches also. And this is, let me tell you one, this is back because Sharad Pawar. Because Sharad Pawar was the one who insisted.
Who started it all.
Who backed them completely. Because I was there, that is why I'm saying this. I'm not saying for anything else. Women's cricket should be indebted to Mr. Pawar. And now they're a world-class team. I mean, they can beat any team in the world because Australia, England, they were good sides, you know. But you can take India's name in the same breath because some of the players who are playing in Big Bash as well in Australia. And they're as good as anybody else.
My question specifically was, did you expect? Because we were almost out of the cup.
See, in World Cup or in ODIs, you cannot say, I mean, who would win the matches, but we're strong contenders to win the tournament.
We were.
And how you peak at the right time. So that definitely helpful. And I'm sure, I think Coach Amol Muzumdar must have played a big part.
Fantastic job he has done.
Off the field. But Harmanpreet Kaur, in Mandana, and especially the great innings played by Jemimah Rodrigues.
Yeah. In the semi-final.
The amount of innings she played. Innings of a lifetime. And she won the match single-handedly against Australia. And it's a strong team. And that's how we knew that they picked at the right time. And then of course the final, India did so well.
तो आजकल एकेडमी में लड़कियां भी बहुत आने लगी है.
हमारे पुणे में हमारी एकेडमी की टीम इज नंबर 1 in Maharashtra. But overall पे we cannot have girls team because we have tents. I mean, they can't change, which is very unfortunate.
Okay.
I have told the government also to have changing rooms for girls and even toilet facilities also for them.
Yeah.
But nothing has happened so far. I hope it happens very quickly.
When did you tell them?
No, it was approved also, I believe. Then this Lokpal who's appointed for the state, they have approved it. But I don't know, it's not implemented yet.
Well, this should be the first job that
absolutely
Fadnavis should be doing.
I'm sure he will do it. I hope so. He does it. But that's very important.
We have won the World Cup.
Because
what are you waiting for?
At Oval Maidan, I can't have girls cricket at all. You know, in Mahul we have a girls team, which is one of the top teams in Mumbai. In Pune, we have top teams. You know, in Panvel, where we have started just now, we have some girls who are coming there, and they play with boys only.
और ये वर्ल्ड कप जीतने के बाद ज्यादा बड़े हैं या पहले से आने लगे थे?
ये पहले से आने लगे
लड़कियां
पहले से आने लगे थे और आफ्टर द वर्ल्ड कप और more girls are playing now because there is more interest, because they're motivated now, they inspired. That again in IPL also they can play in IPL also. So there's so much for the girls also at stake. So
That is so heartwarming.
yeah.
I, for one, am enjoying women's cricket currently on date more than men's cricket. I see that innocence, I see that real happiness, I see that bonding, which somehow I don't see in men's cricket. I mean, I could be wrong, but thank you, sir.
Thank you.
you, Mr. Vengsarkar, for this lovely interview.
Yeah.
It was my honor talking to you.
Pleasure is mine.